feelings hurt, you don't walked away because you told the truth. But everybody you can't tell the truth to directly. Sometimes you got to sugarcoat the truth a little bit to certain people. Not
Okay.
lie.
Okay. Well,
Okay?
since you sugarcoated it, right?
Right.
Since you mentioned the word sugarcoat, let me tell you something about a sugarcoat for your ass. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
In 1963,
I wasn't born yet, but go ahead.
Kennedy got assassinated, right?
Mm-hmm.
It took that nigga probably like less than 24 to 48 hours to come back to Washington. He didn't get a fucking autopsy. He got a half-ass autopsy. Brain still hanging out and all that shit. You feel
Mhm.
me? They stole his fucking brain. How the fuck can you lose his brain? Okay? Then they get the most expensive fucking coffin that's in Dallas from a mortician. Half-assed the body, put the body in the casket, blood and all. They put paper all up in the casket so the blood won't leak out of the fucking casket. They broke half of the casket if you look at the footage in 63 from the airplane. The level of the bitch was all fucked up. Then when they finally decided to get the man's body back to Washington, they ordered another casket. They didn't have an autopsy. So what they did was they sugarcoat the fucking funeral.
Mm-hmm.
They just swapped the body. The body. All this is in one day. They swapped the body. The man still wanted his money from the casket from Washington.
Mm-hmm.
I mean from Dallas. Excuse me. They take Jack's body and put it in the new casket. They wanted to put the fucking funeral on hold. Bobby said, wait. Jackie said, no. We're gonna do this shit. No matter what the case may be, people gotta see this shit.
Mm-hmm.
But the fucking casket has to be closed. They finally get this shit together to avoid all this shit. Yo, then people start coming in and visiting his body. That's a finesse move for your ass. And I had to learn this shit a month ago. Do you know how fucking disappointed I was about this shit? How horrible that funeral was?
Do you think that all the history that we know about him, who is Douglas or is Johnson or Kennedy, Bobby, blah 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 blah? If there was some undercover shit going on, you think they're gonna tell us the truth?
No.
Okay.
You gotta find the truth. You gotta do your research.
Right.
To find out the truth. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was some bullshit.
I think Mr. Bobo has bullshitted us and his own folks 300, 400, 500 years.
Yeah. I was looking at another jump, and you might get a poll off of this. Sex trafficking. Sex trafficking in the slave trade. And I was looking at a few
Okay,
days
what's the
ago.
difference between sex trafficking and slave trade?
Really no different.
It's still trafficking.
It's still trafficking.
Taking them from where they were born, where they were raised,
Yeah.
taking them all over the world, selling them.
Right.
You know.
There's really not much of a difference. I mean, but how the Africans were treated, they were having sex at the age of like 10 years old. You know what I'm saying? And they were burying kids at the age of 13. And then what they would do, they would get the biggest slave with the biggest dick. And they would take the different tribes. And about that time, they would have hundreds of babies.
Mm-hmm.
Because they couldn't either afford the slaves or the slaves were dying off. So they had to make more stock. Then, if master had a thing for the prettiest slave, they the house nigga. Then, if the wife get jealous, the wife can fuck up the pretty slave. Free willingly. Don't let the pretty slave get pregnant. Okay?
Well, a lot of them did.
They would take a knife, some type of sharp knife, and cut the head off of the slave's baby. That's some fucked up shit for your ass. You know what I'm saying? Now, if
Okay, you said the wife would get jealous, but if the master is the one that controls everything, and most of the women didn't have shit to do with the master, because the master's gonna do what the hell he want to do.
facts.
Okay. So how could the wife Now, how could she? But don't you think if he really loved this little black girl, a little red bone or whatever color complexion she was, dark skin, whatever? But let me tell you, to me, there ain't nothing prettier in the world than a black ass woman, like a black stallion to me, and that's no disrespect.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Pretty black skin, smooth, nice butt, nice chest,
Mm-hmm.
intelligent, this, that, and everything. That's one of the prettiest things. Where I'd rather see a pretty black girl than a pretty red bone.
Mm. And why is that?
It's, to me, it's like they natural more than a red bone. Most red bones got issues.
Yeah, I can.
They got issues,
I
okay?
can dig it. Yeah.
And I learned that from red bones telling me females that, we got issues, Bob. I said, yeah, I know.
Right, I can dig it.
And a lot of red bones think they're cuter than cute.
That's
Because
what's going on with
because the
fucking
complexion
high
of their
school
skin, they
girls.
think they're better than don't put them up against the brown girl, black girl. Oh, hell, I'm the queen. But like I said, to me, ain't nothing prettier than a dark skinned woman with smooth skin. No, I don't have nothing against red bone. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Most of them bitches,
Right.
okay? They think they're better than that because I'm light, I'm this, that, the opportunities they have that the black girls, dark girls didn't have. The job opportunities they had. Back in the 40s and the 50s, there was a whole bunch of red bones passing as white, and they wasn't white.
I heard about
And
that.
I don't knock them for that, because you got to do what you got to do to survive.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Right.
But don't forget where you came from.
Some of them do.
Mm-hmm. Well, we got brown skin now. Even dark skin, even the dark niggas, they don't got cute.
Do me a favor, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. B, look up this story for this dude. This dude name is Josiah Hansen. No, not Josiah Hansen. Josiah Hudson. My bad.
Hudson. Okay.
That's the story of Uncle Tom. Josiah Hudson.
Okay, people that were Uncle Toms, let me ask you this question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think back during the time that they were Uncle Toms and everything, and they're trying to survive, should they be criticized for being Uncle Toms?
No, they doing what they had to do in order to survive.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's just my personal opinion.
Yeah.
Now, if I was back there during that particular time, they would
But your
have
mouth, your
lynched
ass
me.
be dead. So
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You just took the words out of my mouth, man. They done lynched the shit out of me.
Your ass have been gone.
They done lynched the shit out of me. There's no
Okay.
ifs, ands, or buts about that shit, my nigga.
I hear so many people talk about, well, if I was back, if it was back then and I was there, I would be doing shit. Like, man, do you really think these other dudes, they volunteered for that shit? Everybody didn't want to do that shit. But you're outnumbered.
But you do with survival.
You know,
Some did for
you're-
survival.
You're in survival mode. So,
Okay.
yeah. You know,
And if you were raised on those errors, your ass would be doing the same thing.
Hell yeah.
you'll be doing the same
Okay.
thing. Because they was strong Africans
Yeah,
back then.
like I
They
told you.
was
I didn't.
strong.
I didn't get a college education for years. My grandfather wanted to send me to college. He wanted to pay for everything, this, that, but it was in South Carolina. And I was not. I was born in South Carolina, but I was not raised in South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
And that one summer that I went down there, and I'm standing on the corner. Some girl walked by. I just happened to turn my head a little bit, Something come and tapped me on the shoulder and said, "Hey, boy." Now I'm from up north. I ain't turning around. Fuck you. Even though I'm in down there, could be in Lyncham High country, I ain't even thinking about that shit. Okay.
Right.
I still ain't turn around. Tap me again. So I'm talking to you, nigga. I still ain't turned around. So finally he turned around and said, "You must be from up north." I'm looking up north. You mean up north? I know he's talking about across the Mason-Dixon line.
Mm-hmm.
Because niggas down here don't look at white women. And when he said that, I told my grandfather, I'm taking my ass back up north, because if I live down here, I know I'm dead. Not that I was all that bad and all that stuff, but I wasn't used to that kind of stuff, And I just said the wrong thing out of my mouth, or wouldn't pay attention to what somebody wanted me to do. But that's the way they had them. That's the way you had to live down there.
So they tried to carry you like how they did Emmett Till, huh?
Mm-hmm. And I'm lucky I didn't become an Emmett Till. Because one thing, you didn't look at white women years ago. I mean, you just didn't. Even if your eyes was.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Dog. I'm sorry, dog.
If you were raised that way, you'd have did the same goddamn thing.
I seen some of them
Okay.
white women back then. Matter of fact, I ain't gonna say some. I seen most of them.
You just look at a
motherfuckers
woman.
back
They're not saying that everything was all fantastic. You might just have to be looking over that way. Yeah, you ain't looking at
You
because she's
feel me? I'm just
fantastic.
saying,
You
I'm just
understand?
trying to see what's going
In
on.
my peripheral. I mean,
Right.
You
Yeah,
feel me? You
that's what I'm
right
saying.
Yeah.
You know,
Like, dude,
not they were all that fine and exciting.
That's what
and
I'm
all.
saying.
That ain't
I'm
what
like,
I'm talking
yo.
about.
I ain't seen none of them with no ass. I ain't seeing with no
Back
titties.
then in the 60s and 70s,
I-
they ain't had no ass.
I ain't seeing with no
Okay.
motherfucking lipstick on. They look just as homey as a bitch. They look like a motherfucker like a maid or some shit.
Half
Man.
of them, the husband didn't even want the ass.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
But they wanted a piece of that black ass though.
Well, like the word used to be, if you from down south, the fathers used to tell their white sons, "You're not a man till you split a black oak." Now you can't stand us. I never could figure this out. You can't stand us. You want to screw our women.
Mm-hmm.
You want to let our cooks cook for you. They could piss in your food, spit in your food, put dirt in it. You let some of our children even got nursed by a nanny. But you don't like us. I don't understand that.
I
don't understand it.
I heard even let the kids drink the slaves' titty milk.
That's what I'm talking about.
Ain't that about a bitch? But you don't like niggas.
That's what I'm saying.
Ain't that some shit?
And you know what? We got used to it because nobody like us. Shit, we don't even fucking like ourselves, man. I
Mhm.
mean, and that's all learned behavior
Yeah.
right there.
If you're a dog, if you're like you're a Negro, I mean you're Negro, black, African, whatever the hell you want to do. American Negro is treated like shit all over the world.
Fuck yeah.
Don't nobody love us.
But if you're African or you're Haitian or this thing, you got an accent, oh, they love your motherfucking ass. Now you tell me what.
Because we don't know who the fuck we are.
Okay.
We don't know who the fuck we are. Well, at least I ain't gonna say all of us don't know who the fuck we are, but most of us know who the fuck we are. And if in case people don't know, most of us are indigenous. Okay, we were already here during that time. You know what I'm saying? Our ancestors. Not all of us are fucking Africans. Okay, I don't even know any goddamn Africans in my family. And I'm talking about in my generation, from the mother side, and I don't know the mother.
Well, we all came from somewhere. I mean, we weren't born here. It ain't no roots here.
As far as the ancestry go, we didn't come from here.
No.
We were brought here.
To my understanding, shit, you talk about Maryland. I know my peoples moved here to Maryland,
Mhm.
but they're not from here. They're from Virginia, Pennsylvania,
We going back
North
further
Carolina,
than that.
South Carolina. Well, I don't know anything about them. I
We
don't
came
even know.
here, we either settled in Maryland, we settled in North Carolina, South
Right.
Carolina, Florida, all up and down the south. Mississippi, and so on. And then we start to migrate, as they say, up north to D.C.,
Mhm.
Philadelphia, New York, Cincinnati, blah, blah,
Chicago.
Boston. Because you
Right.
got a lot of black folks that have been in Boston for many years.
Bless you.
I mean, it's bluegrass as they think they are.
Right.
Okay? Blue blood, bluegrass, whatever you want to call it. You know.
But they don't like niggas out there in Boston, Massachusetts.
Let me ask you a question. If all the things you've seen in this world with black folks, that you like niggas?
Do I like niggas?
Mm-hmm.
I like black folks. I don't like niggas. Nigga can be any color.
Well, according to what I read years ago, a nigga was any person that's out of order. Didn't say what color.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't like niggas. I love people. There's a big difference between people and niggas.
I don't give a damn if you're black, you're purple, you're green, but if you don't know how to act, I don't like your ass.
Pretty much.
It don't matter what
If you
color
don't
you
act
are.
civil, I have no respect for you. You
Mhm.
feel me? That's a nigga for your ass. Now, me, I consider myself as a person that likes to talk. I ain't gonna say I'm a nigga because I'm gonna sound like a slave. Ignorant. I can't get there. I can't
I
take
think
it
we
there.
all have it to a point if we push, or not,
Yeah,
not
that's what I'm
necessarily
saying.
push to this, we can get ignorant now.
You can get ignorant.
gay.
Yeah,
But just get ignorant just for the hell of it.
Nah, that's not my.
Would you call the person just get ignorant for the hell of it a nigga?
Nah. Now let me ask you this: when you use that terminology, nigga, would you get offended? And I'd be like, "What's up, my nigga?"
I've heard it so much. No, it doesn't offend me.
Miss R, can I ask you a question? Miss R, can I ask you a question?
She's probably she's on the phone.
If somebody was to call you a nigga or say this, "What's up, my nigga?" Would you get offended?
Nowadays, I don't know.
You don't know.
It just depends on the how you say it, and I mean it's all about how you say stuff, and
That-
not what you say.
I have to
how
agree
you
with
say
how,
it.
depending on how you say it. How you say it.
Remember we
Sam?
talked about this before.
Okay.
There was the contents of the word.
Right.
Mhm.
There you go,
It's,
Mikey.
it's how the word is being used.
Mm-hmm.
A white person can't call me a nigga and be like, "Hey, what's up, my nigga?" Nah, you getting slapped in your fucking mouth.
What if he down though?
You like to use that down.
A white person.
That's
use the word nigga.
He trying to hear
Slap
that.
in his fucking mouth.
Where even if he down.
Like I said,
Gotcha.
my office hours are from 9 to 5. Cause he ain't hearing, he ain't listening. No, you're not down if you're not one of us.
Gotcha.
Mr. Bobo is always going to be Mr. Bobo.
Now let me ask you this: can Eminem get it passed?
No, he can't. He's not Mr. Bobo. I'm sorry. Because when it comes down to it, if race wars were to start back up, he gonna go with his peeps,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna go with my peeps. You know?
And I bet you're gonna see a race war before too long.
That's what Donald Trump wants.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I didn't say it was right, but I think you're gonna see one.
Nah.
It ain't what he wants. He you know, if people really look at Donald Trump don't give a fuck about nobody but Donald Trump. And people can't understand that. That's all he cares about. He cares about making money, being able to spread his lies,
Mhm.
being able to rob and steal and get over. And people want to say, like, the Godfather, like, kiss his ring. He wants that status so bad that he's the man.
Shit. When you mention the word Godfather, what's that motherfucker that played as Don Corleone? Don Corleone.
Oh, you talking about,
The fuck is his name?
oh, shit. Oh.
But anyway, you know who I'm talking about. The one that played as Godfather,
Yeah.
Don Corleone.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that motherfucker was gay.
Clark Gable was gay, too.
I didn't know that. And they love this man.
And there's some questions about whether Rock Hudson was gay.
Mm.
Okay, and there's some questions. Don't hear much about it, and just hard to believe. That John Wayne might have had a little sugar in his blood.
It wasn't the Duke?
Yeah.
Hell no. It wouldn't surprise me back then, man.
Okay,
It wouldn't surprise me.
but the most handsome man went around been for years, going with the winning and all that. Clark Gable was Shaky Jackie.
I heard about that shit too. I heard about that shit too, man.
And with a person Shaky Jackie, now what difference does it make if they treat you all right and know how to live in this world? What difference? Who cares?
I don't know, but everything.
If
was
they ain't
on
messing with
secret
you and you
back
don't
then.
want to be bothered with, who gives a shit what their preference are? Why you even care about it?
Everything was a secret back then. You had to. But now everything is so open. Now.
It's open there. You're right. What's the big
They don't
secret
care.
there?
This you labeled as like what they call that shit. The black sheep.
Right. I'm gonna tell you like I tell people at church sometime, and we get into these discussions about homosexuality.
Mm-hmm.
If you believe in the Bible the way you believe in the Bible, why are you so condemning about homosexuality and any of those other things that go along with that, LPGB, whatever the terms are? When it says in the Bible that you're gonna be judged on judgment, you be judged on Judgment Day. So why are you going through changes down here?
It's an abomination. You know what I'm saying? I don't know because it's more accepted. Honestly, I really blame the politicians for that shit because they're making a mockery of what is written. We all know whatever is going on, you decide to go the other side, is an abomination. You will be judged once you die today tomorrow.
That's what I'm saying. You're going to be judged, but it's abomination. You're still going to be judged. You still could be a homosexual and Father still accept you upstairs. So what are you saying? Who's we to say that he won't accept you?
I don't know about all that as far as being accepted.
The book always said, don't judge, because if you do, then you will be judged. You know.
Yes,
If that's the case, shit, we judge every goddamn thing.
And I know. That's what I'm saying. It says, do not judge.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, you will be judged.
We get judged every goddamn day.
And it's just a way of life now, you know. Because you judge the minute you walk in the fucking door. Even when you walk into a job interview, they judge you.
Hell yeah.
You got a woman come to church. She might be a hooker.
Mhm.
She might have been hooking all night long. Who knows? Who cares less? She walks into church. She got a low-cut blouse on. She got a skirt up to her damn cheeks. But she might have decided, now, I want to be saved. I'm tired of this life. Okay? A lot of churches you walk in, as soon as you walk in like that, what do some of the sisters do? Oh my
They
God.
judge her. They judge her. They judge her.
They judge her.
They automatically
They judging her.
They doing that because they have a perception of what everyone's supposed to look like.
But wait a
talk like,
minute.
and all
You might have been out there hoeing the night before too. The one that's judging.
that.
You might have been laying up with somebody's husband. But you gonna judge me? Did you forget that when you used to run people's husband, you used to hoe, you used to junkie and all of that jug and all that other shit? And now all of a sudden one day you got saved, but you forgot where the hell you came from.
Don't forget where you came from.
Okay?
So,
Came from somewhere.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. I'm sorry to sound like T. So let me ask you this.
You've been hanging around him too damn long.
Yeah. So, as far as judgment,
Mm-hmm.
so on your church, is there a list of etiquette, and is there a list of items that you should or should not wear when
No.
it comes to come to church?
No. That's one of the reasons I used to like. I'm not a Catholic. I used to like the Catholic. You come to Catholic church dressed any kind of way.
Some churches say come as you are.
So come as you are. And other ones, if you come in there and you ain't got a suit and tie on, got that little pretty dress.
So,
Mm-hmm.
but knowing that come as you are is like the it's the unforeseen rule. Why is everybody in a suit and why are the women in dresses?
I think I need to research that some more too. I think that's a black thing. Okay.
A black thing.
That the black churches do. You got to come all dressed up and all this other shit. Because I guess back during slavery time, you worked in the field all, you were dirty, funky, nasty all week long. On Sunday, you put your best on to go to church.
More like a fashion show.
I get that part,
Okay.
but where is the rule that says this is how you should dress?
It's unwritten rule.
It's not a
None of
written
the
rule.
rules, unwritten rule.
Well, that-
You just come as you are. Just come as whatever it is that you
So
got.
it's really not come as you are.
Right.
What if I wanted to come butterball naked? Then what?
Nah, we
Man,
can't.
come on, then you being a little ridiculous.
Yeah,
You coming
yeah,
in
it's
naked.
going to jail.
And if you ain't mandingo, don't come in there naked.
Yo.
But my whole point is, we all know about the unspoken rule, but the thing is, there are rules.
Right.
It shouldn't be rules, but there are rules.
Right.
And then since there are rules, the people that are judging, they're comparing what the
Mhm.
person's wearing to those rules.
Right.
Because according to the rules, a woman is supposed to wear a dress, a woman is supposed to wear all of these things, and that's what they're basing their judgment on.
Now I noticed at my church that they ain't into all that suits and all that mess. There's still a lot of them old members that think you got to have a suit on and a dress
Not
like.
everyone can afford
Right.
it.
That's what I'm talking about. But they don't care how. The last minister and the minister we got now that we had for 30 years and one we got now, they don't care how you come to church. They want your ass there.
Mm.
As long as you got pockets. Because if you got pockets, you carry a wallet. And if you carry a wallet,